conference was beautiful. I felt really welcome there. It was very emotional. It was it was overwhelming. Yeah, and I met a lot of friendly people. A lot of people. They were very nice. A lot of them had worse than I did. They lost loved ones just like I did, but some were worse off than me.
Yeah, the first conference we went to was the pre-inquiry in Halifax. And we got a call from Indigenous Affairs. It's Northern Aboriginal Affairs, but they have their names changed. So they wanted to know if we knew of any family members who had loved ones murdered. And without even thinking, I had 5 names. So out of those names, 4 of the people came up with us to Halifax to the first pre-inquiry. And then we were invited to the Congress of Aboriginal People had a session in Ottawa, and that session was to do a paper on the murdered, what they felt was needed for the inquiry. And then we were invited then to go to Winnipeg to the round table, which we went to last week.
And so what was discussed at the round table, and how have you come further?
Well, first of all, it was a 3-day event. The first day on Wednesday was just for families who had loved ones lost. And there were probably close to 200 families there. It was a very emotional and trying day because we listened to all of the horrific stories that happened to these women. On the second day, which was Thursday, we had the families there, but in addition to the families, we had members from the ministers. A lot of the ministers were there from the 10 provinces. And the Aboriginal organizations like CAP and the Native Women's Association and the Assembly of First Nations, they were there at the meeting also. And then on the third day, which was Friday, was the actual round table. And they just listened to what the people or the powers to be from the 10 provinces had to say, and there was a feeling there that a lot of them couldn't wait for the inquiry. They wanted to start doing some things now to help stop the violence.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about Carol, and more so the woman that she became. Who was she to you?
Oh, she was my friend. She was my best friend. Not because she's my daughter, but she called home every day, every night. She was so good to kids. She loved children. She never had none of her own, but she loved them dearly. And she loved the elderly people. She really did. She used to make cheesecake and go to their tea, serve them tea and cheesecake every Sunday out in Saskatchewan when she was out there. It was beautiful. She was a very caring person, I must say. But she didn't have a very good relationship with some men, I guess. Yeah, but Claudette, she was it breaks my heart to see her gone. She was, I don't know what to say. I know everything what to say, and now I don't know. It's just gone from me. Funny, eh?
Yeah.
Whew, it was all there to say what I wanted to say, and now it's gone. I don't know. It just went blank.
So, obviously, being her mother, you watched her grow up and become the woman that she ultimately became.
Oh, yeah.
What was it like watching Carol grow up as a little girl?
It was a joy. Yeah. Yeah. She was a very outgoing person, and she forgave everybody. That's one part about Carol. You could get mad with her right now, and 2 minutes after she forgive you. That's the kind of a person she was. She was very forgiving, I must say.
So originally she went missing on August 6th,
August the
2011.
August the 6th. I was talking to her 3 times that day, and her cousin Felicia was getting married, and she said, "Mom, take lots of pictures because I want to see them." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll take lots of pictures." The last time I was speaking to her was around 5:30 our time, which was about 1 or 2 o'clock up there, and I haven't spoke to her ever since. And well, she was going to the police then, but she never made it there. She was being stalked. She was being watched all the time for the past weeks and everything. And so this day she was going to the police, and the police called later and said, "It's an hour late. You missed your appointment, so we're going to close the case." But that's when they should have looked for her. They never did. Yeah.
So she didn't show up for the appointment, and obviously you guys started to figure that something had
I
happened.
knew something was wrong right there and then.
For sure.
And Brenda kept calling and calling and calling.
So do you remember how you felt when this was happening? How Carol had not shown up for this appointment? What kind of emotions were you feeling?
Emotions? I was devastated. I was walking the floor. I was pacing the floor. I knew something was wrong. When I couldn't get a hold of her, I knew something was wrong. And I kept calling all night. I never slept. I kept calling her phone, her cell phone, her house phone. I kept calling and calling till 6 o'clock in the morning. On the last, I phoned Brenda in Nova Scotia, and I said, "I can't get a hold of Carol." And Brenda said, "Mom, I can't either." She said, "I've been phoning and phoning and phoning." And then Brenda phoned the police, and the police said, "Well, maybe she's gone on a joyride." Take that now. And Brenda told the police, "She's not gone on a joyride. Carol wouldn't do something like that. She always called us. Always did."
One of the ladies that was murdered in Stephenville, Ann Lewis, was a friend of mine. I went to school with her actually. And Janet Luell, the lady that you see there on her blanket, she's a distant cousin of mine also.
That's my first cousin, Anne.
Okay. And so, with the first lady, your friend,
Mm-hmm.
how do you remember her?
I remember her as a fun-loving person, always willing to do something crazy for a laugh.
Sounds like fun. When was the moment that you realized that she wasn't coming back?
That same night, when I was talking to Carol, and it was 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't know. I got this feeling over me when I was at the wedding, and I told Carol, I said, "I needs to go home." That was my husband. And I said, "I needs to go home." I said, "Talk to Carol." "Mom," she said, "she's okay." That's what he calls me, Mom. He said, "Carol's okay." I said, "No, Carol." I said, "Something is wrong." I said, "I got this bad feeling." I said, and sure enough, it was. And I kept calling all night, and there was nothing. No answer.
No answer on the other side of the phone.
No answer. Nothing.
So they found the car before they found Carol.
Yeah.
Did that give you any amount of hope when they found
No.
her?
No. None. None whatsoever.
None. At that point, it was too far gone.
Yeah, it was too far. They found the car Wednesday. I knew she wasn't. And when they came for Brenda's DNA, I knew.
Carol lived in Saskatchewan. What were the things she liked to do?
Carol used to, she used to love cooking for the elderly people. Like I told you, she had this little tea party. Used to go every Sunday at the tea party, and she used to make cheesecakes and everything, and serve tea to the elderly people and everything. And she used to love looking at nature. She used to take all kinds of pictures of the little birds and everything. She said, Daddy, she said, there's owl perched up on my Quonset up on her garage. And she said he got his nest there. And she used to watch every day till little ducklings or whatever come out. It was ducks, it was geese. The snow geese, she said, Dad, it'd be so nice for you to be here to see the snow geese, she said. And all the elk. There's a lot of elk and everything out there on her property. She had 10 acres of land. Yeah.
How do you remember Carol?
Remembers her laugh. Oh my God. We used to have such a good time. We used to get on the phone, the three of us, and me and her and Brenda, and we used to chat and laugh. Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of good memories of her. She used to come home a couple times a year. The last time she came home was in February, 5 years ago. And she bought me flowers, and it was for Valentine's Day. Her father was just done having surgery and that, and I had and then the next she went down, she bought me flowers, and then the next day she'd come back, and she had something behind her back, and she'd come out, and she said, flowers again, Carol? Yes, she said, you got 2 bunches now, she said. Yeah.
She seems like she was very energetic.
Oh, she was. Yeah. She was very energetic, mother. She loved life. You would not believe how much she loved life. Yeah. I miss her a lot. Yeah, I do. I don't know what else to say, but I know that the police was wrong, what they did. They didn't do justice for her. She was crying for help, and they did not do anything for her. The police should be held accountable for what happened, because she would be alive today if they had listened to her.
She was telling you that this was going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
So as a mother, how did that, the fact that she wasn't getting any help, but she was also very worried, how was that affecting you being here and having to hear that your daughter was still afraid so far away from
That's
you?
why she was to be calling home all the time. I used to call her every morning at 8 o'clock, which would be only about 5 o'clock up there. And she used to sleep in the night. She used to get a bit of sleep in the day. But in the night she couldn't sleep because there was somebody around her place and everything. And she used to call me 3 times a day. And every night at 11:30 she'd call. And she'd say, hi, Mom, and we'd talk and everything. And she always say, give Dad a big kiss on the lips for me now. Give him a big smooch on the lips, she said. Tell him I love him. Good night. She always, every night. And I miss that call every night at 11:30. It's unbelievable. Oh, that's the most.
Developments that followed, particularly the fire of the original house, how did those sort of change your perspective about what maybe happened?
I don't know nothing about that. Not a thing. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about it because I don't know. I was in shock.
For sure.
I was in shock, and I don't. It's a lot of stuff I don't remember, and it's a lot of stuff my daughter kept from me. Brenda did because she wouldn't tell me nothing.
No.
It's like a headstone that they put out there at West.
Yeah.
You read about that?
And the weird inscription on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that for over a year and a half before I knew about it, and I overheard Brenda saying it, and I said, "What are you talking about, Brenda?" Nothing, she said. I said, "You might as well tell me." I said, "I want to know." And when she told me that, I just broke.
Absolutely.
I just broke. I couldn't believe it. Why would somebody do something like that?
What do you do now? What are you hoping that going to these conferences and things that you were doing personally will help other people who may be in Karen's position or Carol's position?
Well, I'm hoping, nothing will happen to somebody else. For one thing, I wouldn't want for no one to happen what happened to my daughter.
Absolutely.
To no one. But where I went to this, they're going to look into a lot of it there now, and they're going to maybe put some fire on the police right now, to see what happened and what went wrong. My stomach is in a knot. Just to look at her picture, it's enough for me. And when I was up there in Winnipeg, oh my God, it was heartbreaking. But the people was so nice. It was overwhelming. And they just wrapped this blanket around me and everything. It was just was awesome. Put it that way. It was really a nice feeling.
It was a healing sort of.
It was. I was.
Forward, what are you looking to? Like, where are you going?
Well, I just pray every day. That's all keeps me going is my prayers. The rosary every morning and church every Saturday. That's all keeping me going. And I pray for the one that took her life as well. Because if you don't pray for them, you're not going to keep on going. You got to forgive, I guess.
Have you forgiven?
I forgive them in a way. Yes, I do. Because I do pray for them. And I do forgive them. Because it could have been an accident. You know what I mean? Sometimes people get into a row. And sometimes they don't know what they're doing. It could have been an accident. I don't know. But still, it wasn't right for whoever it was to take her life. No matter what. But I do say the rosary. I honestly do.
I believe you.
Yeah, I honestly do. Every morning during my prayers.
Point forward, where is the inquiry hoping to go?
Well, they're not finished of all of their pre-inquiry because they're having sessions in each one of the provinces. And then when that is finished, they will form their commission. And there's a lot of controversy right now on who should sit on this commission. And we feel that most of the people that should be on the commission are elders and family members who have lost loved ones. And there was a feeling also that they want the commission to go to each one of the provinces, to each of the areas where violence is big, and sit with the people there, the grassroots people, and just find out what the root causes is of all the problems that we're having with violence.
So, do you feel that this inquiry will bring answers?
I had doubts at first, but I have to admire the minister right now of Aboriginal Affairs, Carolyn Bennett. How she's sitting through all of these inquiries is beyond me, because it's very heart-wrenching and very emotional. And she's there, she's at every one. And I feel that with her there and the Justice Minister, who is also an Aboriginal person, and the lady that is the Minister for the Status of Women, we have women who are going to be pushing this. So I think we're going to get results, and I hope that we will. And I don't think that people are going to let it rest now. I think that the ball has started, and with all the emotions and that is out there, and all the hurt and all the pain that the families and the survivors are going through, we need to act. We need to do something.
So when you say we need to act, what does action look like to you?
Action, to me, we had an elder come into our office one day while we were saying, like, we're doing all this work on violence prevention, and why are we having so many domestic violence, sexual assaults in our communities? And he looked at us and he said, "You're not going to fix this unless you fix the men." And he was right. We have to start working with our men. We have to make them realize that violence is not acceptable. And I don't mean that all men are violent, because they certainly aren't. And we have some women too who are abusive. But the majority of the murders and the sexual assaults are caused by men. And the numbers are alarming. Even in our area, it's not going away. So we have to take action. We have to, I think we also have to start working very young with our youth, because they're our future leaders. And if we don't stop the cycle, then it's going to hang on for a long while. And you know, a lot of the areas, even in our communities, didn't have residential schools, but we still had the church. And we still have, you know, we had Mount Cashel. And we had a lot of orphanages that were throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, that a lot of the things that happen in residential schools happen there also. So we have all that we have to work with, because no one really knows, unless you've gone through it yourself, what impact it has on people.